enemy missing. We need wards. Have a slaying time.
Let's make this a delightful.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Firebug and today is going to be a question for you guys, right? So after getting a lot more views on my videos recently and gotten a lot more subscribers and a lot more likes and all that, so thank you guys, thank you. But my question is, what kind of content would you like to see me do next, right? And just let me know in the comments. And that's been my factor. And on top of it, I also wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be gone for, I think a couple of days, if I can check my calendar. Okay, so I'm going to be back probably next week. But do not worry, I'm still going to have my Friday videos because I don't have to sit there and yap. And I already have them basically on my desktop, and I just need to go back and edit them, add music and all that. But going back to the question is, what kind of content would you like to see me do? Because I think the hardest part about YouTube is trying to connect with your subscribers, your people that like your videos, people view your videos, right? And I think that's like been the hardest part. It's just like trying to have that more interaction with people. And don't get me wrong, right? I watch YouTube all the time, of course. And then I was like, you know what? I can probably start making YouTube content. And yeah, it's been a journey. It's not hard or anything. It's just, I think the only hardest part is trying to interact with people on YouTube, on the platform, right? And of course, you can leave a comment, and I've always read my comments, always, and I like them and all that. But it's just that connection of like, what else do you guys want to see? What else do you guys want to keep watching to come back, watch some of my other videos, right? Because I feel like what most people do, and I sometimes do this too, right? And I'm not gonna like do what other YouTubers are like, oh, 99% you guys are not subscribed. I was like, I don't, who cares? It just seems petty at that point. Every time I see that kind of stuff, so I usually just stay away from that. I don't beg for subscribers, likes, and all that. I just feel, I don't know, I don't like that kind of content. I feel like a lot of people don't either. I think the ones that really get me is like, oh, I think it's the shorts, and it's usually like, hey guys, most people will scroll away, but you might not know that I could be the most newest and approved YouTuber, and you just walked away from it. So if you just leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and then typed in OG, then you know you have been the OG. And I was like, who is this for? You know what I mean? But I stay away from stuff like that, and I will never beg for you guys to like, comment, or subscribe. But since I have a lot more viewers and I have a lot more subscribers, I feel like this would be more appropriate time to kind of like try to reach out for you guys to be like, hey, I could make a social media, right, for this channel. I used to have a Twitter, but I deleted it because I just didn't like it. Didn't like the X, right? I thought, oh, Xafio. Well, not Xfire. Xfirebug. Xafio is my old gamer tag. But Xfirebug, and I was like, okay, yeah. I just had the X, and you'd be like, oh yeah, it's just use Twitter, right? But after using it for a while, it just didn't really stuck to me. And half the time, if I don't use it in a daily, then I don't like it, right? It's the same thing with Facebook. I stopped using Facebook because I wasn't using it, and there's like days, months, and I just never opened the app, and I'm just like, why do I even still have this, you know? So I used to have a Facebook. I used to have a Twitter account, and yeah, I just didn't really use them. But I was thinking maybe for this channel I can make its own Instagram. I've used Instagram. I still use Instagram for today, and I have my personal one. But I don't think I'm ready to show that to the world. If people find me, I'm totally fine with it. But I was thinking maybe an Instagram would really help bring this new community that I'm starting to grow in my channel. And I just want your guys' opinion, like, hey, maybe you should make a Twitter because it's easy. And I'd be like, okay, I can go back and make a Twitter and probably be more active since I have more of that following. But I just want more ways to connect with you guys. And I think that's like what I'm trying to figure it out. And I want to like ask you guys, like, what kind of content would you like to see me do? Because I used to make lore videos, right? Talk about each god's lore and the backstory of each one story. I made a Soul video. I made a Scotty one. I think I made a Lancelot one. My Lancelot run was kind of interesting. I need to go back and repolish it and do better with it. But my Scotty one was perfect. I loved that one. I used to do stuff like that. I can make full guides, like my How to Artemis. I was thinking about making an updated version since there's new items and all that, so we can update version of that. I still have a video for you guys of a future video with Artemis Jungle. So that's what I've been working on. I finally got a good game without toxic players, right? Oh, Artemis Jungle? That doesn't work. It's like, okay. Or any mean Scyllas, right? Tell me to report the Artemis, but there's just no reason. But anyways, I think the topic still remains. It's just like, what kind of content would you want to see more with me, right? And another thing is, like, I can turn on face cam back on. I just think recently the snow face cam has been working a little bit better. It's not like I'm ugly or anything. It's just yeah, that's why you hide your face, huh? No, I just think that that the face cam, since Smite has like a its own UI that you see like everything on the screen consistently and nothing fades away, like the mini map, the gods in the bottom left, the health bar and all that stuff, the text. Like, it just feels a little messy every time I do turn on face cam. So I also had a green screen, and I'll turn off the background of the green screen so it doesn't get in the way of the gameplay. And that's like my biggest concern, is like getting in the way of gameplay and flashing photos up in the screen, right, and blocking the view. And I can understand, like, if I'm making a topic or want to touch this topic or anything like that, I'll do that. But I feel like with some people, they can have my video in the background and they don't even watch the gameplay, which is totally fine, right? Like, do whatever you want to do with my video. Just all I ask is, like, don't dislike it and don't do hate comments and all that, because then I had to step in and be like, oh my god, really? I want this place to be a good and I'm not gonna say safe place. Like, you can talk shit to me all you want. I don't care. It's just that I don't want others to be offended, right? That's like my thing. Like, I can take the hits. Like, I don't care about stuff like that. But I just don't want others and like who want to come to my channel to be offended and all that stuff. And I'm not easily offended, so I like, I'm a grown ass man. I don't care. Like, I've been on the internet for a while, so but I just want others to have that experience, and I want this place to be like my channel to be like a learning ground, right? If you're new here, if you're new to Smite, I that's what I want, right? I want new players to come in, play Smite 2 a little bit more, play Smite 1 if they want to, and then get to Smite 2. Either or. Learn about gods, learn about goddesses, learn about the kits, right? What each god does, what each goddess do. Learn about the background stories. Like, that's the kind of place I always wanted. And, yeah, it's just been my passion. I've always had that kind of passion talking about mythology, folklore, and all that. Because I always thought it was interesting. And most media doesn't cover these kind of gods and goddesses, so it's just like it's cool. It's just a cool factor, right? And then you talk to your parents, are like, oh hey, have you heard about this god or this goddess? And they're like, what? The only god I worship is the Lord and Savior. But I always thought it would be interesting, right? Have different topics and just talk about different stuff like that. I don't want this to be like, I welcome all religions. I welcome all walks of life. If you want to learn, you can learn, but I don't want it to be like, you know, hey, my God's a true God, you God's fake in the comments. Like, there's no point of that. It's like, well, dude, it's a Smite game. go do that to someone else's channel. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I like to keep it real. And sometimes I'm a little too honest, and I'm brutally honest with people too. So, because I don't like wasting people's time, and I feel like other people don't like wasting other people's time either. I'm like, I'm gonna go straight to the point. If you're gonna get hurt by it, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry, but you fucking stink. Go take a shower. But that's just how I am, and I think a lot of people kind of like that, especially in video games and games in general, having that kind of personality. I have the I don't give a fuck kind of personality, and sometimes it kind of bites me in the ass. So I have to keep it PG on YouTube, and I can talk and I can curse and all that, sure. But if I want to have like sponsors later on down the road, to make it a little bit nicer, so people don't get mad and all that. But reality, just want this place to be a cool place to like hang out, right? And you guys can discuss things in the comments and discuss things with me. Talk about God balances, just anything. Just like, I think that's the hardest part about YouTube. It's just like trying to connect with the viewers, trying to connect with the subscribers and everybody else. Because like, I feel like most people, they watch the video and they're like, oh, the next video is okay, so this video's ended, go into the next one. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying don't do it, all right? Like, don't listen to people online. Like, don't even listen to me. I'm like, what? That everything online is the truth. But you always have to. But anyways, I'm going off topic. I think the hardest part is just like connecting with people online, Smite community, trying to connect with them, trying to like start up a conversation, right? Because most people, they watch a video and then they kind of leave. And again, I used to do the same thing. And I'm not saying, yeah, you have to comment. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you have something that you want me to cover. Because I've played this game for 13 years. I played a little bit of the rank. I think the highest I got was above gold. I think that's called platinum, if I remember. I used to play ranked games in Smite 1. But in Smite 2, I kind of just like to have casual gameplay and have interesting topics to talk about, right? About the game, about the devs, about just anything. And I think knowledge is key, so I want to always learn, adapt, and grow. And I want to improve, and I've always been improving. There's some things that I didn't even know about Smite 2. Like, if you get the pyro bomb, you can actually blow up the enemy's doors, like between their phoenixes. I didn't know that, and if you blow it up, they don't respawn. So it just like you can just like go freely between their lines. It's just like little stuff like that I kind of touched in my last video, the Athena video, but I want this place to be like a learning ground for new players, and I want this place to be like a cool place that even if you ask like the dumbest question, you're not gonna get harassed by it. Like, hey, is Merlin a magical or physical? And then some guy in the comments like, oh, he's clearly magical, you dumbass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want stuff like that. I just want like people to learn, grow, play the game. Because I think the more people that play Smite 2, I think the better of the game and matches, the queue time, everything. So I've always want that kind of stuff. I've always had a passion for Smite, and I just want it to grow. And I think we all mostly wanted it to grow, right? I just feel like sometimes the community can get a little toxic, in my opinion. But that's enough of me yapping. Yeah, just let me know in the comments what kind of content you want me to cover. What kind of gods and goddesses you want me to play. If you like the action cam. I think a lot of people do like the action cam. And I'm just going to keep trying it and see how far it can go. I like to imagine it as like I'm playing Smite in hard mode, right? So it's like a challenge for me too. And I think I pull it off pretty easily. Well, not easily. There's some things that I, kind of struggle with action cam. But yeah, and let me know if you want me to make a separate social media, and I can do that too. So you guys can discuss things like a Discord, right? A Discord would be not that bad. But anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the Merlin gameplay in the background. And I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. So thank you for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.